y'all, man. I'm back, man. I got another good headline for y'all. You dig and everything in the game with these wild friends. You dig what I'm saying, man? But listen, man. Let's do the intro. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hey, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? This your boy LC the One, baby. LC the One to be exact, that is. AKA Illmatic 124, and not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. But my actual jersey number I wore when I was in high school, and my warm-up jersey on the back of my motherfucking chair. Hey, what's up to my LC Nation, my LC gang, my LC crew? Hey, what's going on out there in the land where you live? You did, but hey, man, we back with another reaction video, man. I mean, this is somewhat like of an epic reaction video, man. Can y'all dig that? With a basketball jack, tough acting to nothing, baby. Shout out to Jay Williams, Stephen A. Smith, Monty Turner, and Max Kellerman for saying that the NBA should have had a playoffs on some cruise ship. You did. And as you can see from the title of the video, this is my reaction to First Take discusses a proposal to hold the NBA playoffs on some cruise ships, some boats. You did. Okay. Now cut the music. Cue the real music. Now listen, man. As y'all know, man, the NBA season is still suspended. It's out of session right now. And we all are waiting, man. We all are waiting right now for the NBA to return. Because as you know, man, the NBA is the greatest sports entity on the planet. Okay? Without a shadow of a doubt, man. There's nothing more entertaining than the NBA. Okay? You got the 2K game, you got the 2K community, you got streamers, you got NBA players, you got everything, man. All rolled up in one. And plus, the game is 365, 366 in the leap year. Shout out to Jay-Z for saying that, but it's constant, it's consistent. They play every day, man. All across the world. We got N1, Drew League, we got Rico Hines scrimmages. We got a lot of stuff, man. The NBA, the basketball in general, is just a great sport, man. And I'm so glad and proud to be a part of it, man. This fraternity, man, for all these years, man. I've been a goodwill ambassador for it, even after my stint of playing. You dig? And I'm still active, okay? I'm still active, and I still represent the NBA and basketball in general. You dig? But we all wait, man. And Jay Williams, a former Chicago Bull, he didn't get a chance to play because if y'all know about him, he had an injury before he actually started playing. He had a motorcycle accident, and that hindered his whole NBA career. Okay, so he didn't play, okay, at all in the NBA. Really, he played like what, half a year or something like that. I remember it fondly because I'm in Chicago. You dig what I'm talking about? But yeah, Jay Williams is proposing that the NBA, they should hold the playoffs on a cruise ship. So what this means now, I think, because they all speculating that the NBA may be coming back into session probably in June. That's when everything is going to be back opening. I think, the country will be back flowing again, in June after this pandemic, this epidemic is passes. Okay, so that sounds kind of cool, but it's still going to take the morale away from the actual atmosphere of being in the event, okay? The crowd, the players getting adrenaline from the crowd. It's a different feeling when you actually playing and the crowd is involved and stuff like that. It motivates the players and stuff and keep them going and makes them play at a high level, okay? So that's cool and all. And I know I have seen some before, like they do have like cruise ships and stuff with basketball courts, some of the stuff. I'm gonna look it up on the tube. We on the tube right now and see, exactly, how this plays out. You know what I'm saying? If it is gonna play out like that, or how people play on boats and stuff. That is interesting. But if you shoot a high arc of ball and the ball float over into it, but they probably got some little nets and stuff that'll protect all that and everything. But yeah, man, that's an interesting idea. So we finna look at First Take, man, and see exactly what they saying about this. And what Jay Williams is saying, if that's a great idea or not to have these playoffs on this cruise ship. Because I know they're going to have to shorten the rest of the season, if they do come back, because there's only 20 games left in the season anyway, so they probably play like 10 games or something, or 5 or something like that. And that's going to determine who will get in the playoffs. We're going to see. But without further ado, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Damien and Bianca. And see, that's so cool. And Royalty, you did. And Damien Cryer and DDG. Okay, so here we go, baby. Let's see what they said. Come on, first take. Let's see.
Reporting this now that the Chinese government
Hurry
issued a delay to the restart of the Chinese Basketball Association.
Right.
So, Max, what is the best plan for the NBA returning?
Well, first, I think Jay's idea, your idea is very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Particularly when you're not talking about fans on the ship or anyone being able to buy a ticket, but rather it's just a method really to isolate the players and their families.
Right.
Provided you get enough tests for everybody. That's a ton of tests you got to get
It
your
gave me a
hands
beat.
on. They're not available right now in those numbers. Given the circumstances as they are, where people really need them, it would be a bad look to the league, even if they could get hands on the
production. We cracking
but
every day.
The question is what you do. I agree in principle that you have to isolate everyone. Everyone has to be in quarantine. The players with their families is a great idea. I don't know if a cruise ship is the best idea. First of all, when you're out on waters, international law applies. That's why cruise ships can be dangerous at times. Secondly, the idea they're out and they're isolated, but if for some reason you haven't caught everything and there's a contagion or a spread of the virus, then all of a sudden the cruise ship is is dealing with sort of a medical crisis, as opposed to finding some remote location in the United States where you can simply build a gym and do the same thing, and you have access to more stuff more readily coming in and out, including hospitals and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But I think it's a creative.
Yeah, Max is making a very good, valid point, because what if in the instance of a situation a player gets hurt real bad, right? They're gonna need like real medical, physicians and stuff like that. If they're gonna have this on these boats, to really care for these players, man. Somebody could break their leg. Y'all know all type of stuff be happening in the NBA. We done seen some horrific accidents, okay? Even in NCAA. So, yeah, I see Max, he making a good point about this, man. And it's like, this stuff is still airborne. So would they dome the actual, the what's the name, the boat, so they can, they can be safe? We'll see, man. We're going to see what they say.
Way to think about it. In other words, how do we isolate the players and their families in such a way that we can actually play these games?
I like a lot about your idea, Jay, from the standpoint of the cruise ships. I just think that we're extending ourselves too much when it comes to players, families, and all of that stuff coming on the cruise ship as well. Clearly, you don't want to be away from your family, and I understand that. But the reality of the situation is that, this notion that you have to play in front of fans, of course we know that's ideal. Of course we know guys will want to do that. We get all of that. But in the end, these are obviously very, very unique times. We haven't dealt with a pandemic like this in our lifetime. The bottom line is that desperate times call for desperate measures, and I think that
I'm gonna give him some more.
I'll
be rapping
on a
for real.
To play,
I'm from the go. We don't play.
Fans,
you know what I'm saying?
So be it.
Know what I'm on,
if that's
Joe.
what it takes for them to continue to get their money and
bring it back. I'll be back in the max chilling like my cousin Franco said. We trying to stack a million.
It has to be
all the way to the ceiling.
Then that's the way it has to be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna conceal it. What? I got the bars. I got the heat. Okay.
Something that would be missing.
What's the best plan for the NBA? Return.
But in the end,
let's come back and play.
We understand why. We're all in it together. So we understand completely why that would be the case, and that is that. If you put people on the ship, you might test them or whatever, and I get it, testing everybody before they come on the ship. I just think that the more people that are around, the more possibility there is of slippage, of something getting missed, and obviously something wrong ultimately occurring. So I don't like the fact that other people would be there other than all necessary participants in the matter. That's it.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like what Stephen A. touched on, adding to what Max saying, you still gonna have to have representation there, like real people there. Like you have at any event, you're gonna have to have police. I mean, if it's gonna be fans, on the boats, okay? You still gonna have to have all that stuff in place, man, to keep everything safe, secure. You never know what can happen. Y'all on the water too. Think about that. They on the water, on the ship. And it's like, man, something can happen. Tide, it can rain. You gotta think about all that. You gotta factor all those things in, man. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, Jay, do your thug.
You know, SA, so obviously trying to think through all this, I have no idea where the country is going to be at in May or June. And we're just hitting April 1st tomorrow.
Right.
So I'll say I think this is a moving goalpost all the time. And I never want to do anything to subject players or family members. Max, I agree with you to an extent where you said, hey, testing everybody on that ship, considering that we have lack of testing now, is a horrible look. I don't know if that will be the case in 2 months, but maybe it will be. You know, I was just trying to ideate and brainstorm on optionality of the league. You know, NSA, I go back to you know, one of the things I was trying to think through is if you're a player, if you're a guy like LeBron James, or you're making, you know, $25 million a year, you know, even if you don't get paid, you know, even though it is your job, if you can't go with your family, would you decide not to go? You know, then what would happen to your NBA contract if you do decide not to go because you don't want to leave your family?
Wow.
So I was trying to find some way to make it as, you know, all encompassing together for players and their family members as well. But can I say this?
Yeah,
I think we're starting to get to a point, guys, where it's either you try something that's going to be extreme like this, or I think the other option is we just cancel the season.
Right.
We legitimately cancel the season.
Well,
if
let
we're
me
not
say
in a
this.
better place by May or June, then it might have no other choice, guys.
Let me say this. I've spoken to numerous NBA folks, coaches, executives, owners over the last few days, and I can tell you, cancellation is not something that they're talking about. You have some people who think that there will be
NBA executives
no
blowing
end to the
16
regular
team
season,
playoff,
like the
5 to
regular
7
season
game
has already
regular
ended,
season
and that when
prelude.
we come back,
That's what I'm saying. They're going to have to shorten
ultimately
it.
straight into the playoffs, which obviously there's a lot of objection to. And then you have others that believe you'll find a way to have anywhere from 5 to 15 games to end the regular season, and then after that you go into the playoffs with a willingness to go all the way deep into August in order for this NBA season to be completed. Nobody wants to go against the NFL. Nobody wants to have games going up against regular season NFL games. But any time before that, there is a significant level of hope that something will transpire that will enable you to have those end of regular season games in the playoffs.
I think there would even, the more I learn about where the mentality of everyone in the NBA on this issue, the more I think they would even go up against the NFL if need be. Like, you have to strip away everything that's not essential. By the way, I hate to say it, including family members. You know, if you really want that money and you can get your hands on maybe 1,000 tests, then probably the whole NBA could be quarantined somewhere, just essential personnel, the players, medical staff, whatever that, coaches, like just essential personnel. Maybe you could do it if you got 1,000 tests, which, as you say, Jay, right now is a bad look, even if you could get them, but maybe in a couple months wouldn't be. What Brian Windhorst is reporting now is that the Chinese government rolling back with what they thought was going to be the starting date of stuff, it's going to be minimum of a 4-month delay for them.
Okay, man, y'all heard it, man, and that's interesting. All this is very interesting, man. You know, but I really wouldn't do it, man. I just keep everything the same. Shorten the season, like I was saying, and Stephen A. touched on that and stuff like that, man, just to get it over and done with, because you're going to conflict with interest with other entities, like the NCAA got to start back, then you got the WNBA, then you got NFL, baseball. It's a lot of stuff going on and stuff like that, man. So I wouldn't, like, there's a lot of money that's going to be messed up, so I wouldn't cancel the season. I would just, you know, shorten it right now. I would try to resume it like in May or June or something like that, and then just get it over and done with, man. You know, then you can shorten the playoffs as well, you know, so you can get it over and done with, so the players can come back, you know, because they're going to be tired. They're going to have to come back, you know, right in October or something, September, October, to restart over again. So, yeah, man, that's going to be rough. You dig? So they got to get this over and done with now. But yeah, man, we forget up out of here, man. Hey, this your boy, LC the One, baby. LC the One, to be exact, it is AKA Illmatic 124, and not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. But my actual jersey number I wore when I was in high school, and my warm-up jersey's on the back of mine. motherfucking chair. Like I always say, man, keep it pimping and avoid slipping. Because they will get your motherfucking ass if you slip on that motherfucking banana peel. You dig what I'm talking about, man? And like I always say, man, trust me, God, we gonna before we leave, shout out to my LC Nation, my LC Gang, my LC Squad. Y'all like this video. Share this video, baby. Step back, Kobe Mike. Comment on this video, man. And most importantly of all, man, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Y'all see the bell right there. You dig what I'm talking about, man? And turn that notification bell button on to get more exclusive dope content from Pimp Play Gangsta Hustler. All about mine, baby. And like I always say, man, trust me, remember, guys, we going to 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. Church. And then I'll be back if they got some more stuff to talk about. You know what I'm talking about? We out of here.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. That's for all y'all niggas out there, man. They're saying I ain't the OG, the original. Hey, man. You's a duplicate. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. Yeah, you's a duplicate, nigga. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. And I'm the original motherfucking OG, nigga.